ahorita sigue con la foto. Ya me sirve.
May draw near, give their attendance, and they shall be heard. God save the United States of America and its honorable court. Court is now open. If you can please remain standing for the presentation of the colors and the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
To represent the Board of Trustees of Old Sturbridge Village. It's a great honor for me. I am the first naturalized citizen to be the chairman of the Board of Trustees. I, along with my brother and sister, were born in a Polish refugee camp. It was there that I developed a real passion for history and for museums such as this. From the beginning of this country, emigrated. I became a citizen in 1972 because I wanted to be an American. I wanted to vote. I wanted to participate in democracy. I encourage you all to exercise your right to vote, not to take this for granted. It is your responsibility. It is your duty. Learn the history of this country. Again, we are all immigrants. Come to this museum and so many others like it to see what the history of this country is and where it came from. It's important. and you begin to understand how you and I and all others like us made this country grow and be great, the great country that it is. I am eternally grateful to my parents for bringing us here other than elsewhere. The opportunities that this country gave me, gives you to be the very best that you can be. Don't take your citizenship for granted. Work hard. Grasp the opportunities presented to you. Believe me, you can do and be whatever it is you want. Make your dreams come true as a citizen. And God bless you all. God bless America. And welcome, citizens.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I like that enthusiasm. Good morning.
Good morning.
There we go. I have the honor of welcoming you all this morning. My name is Ryan Fatman. I serve in Worcester County as a state senator. And I always say one of the greatest honors I've ever had is being called state senator. But the greatest honor I'll ever know is being called titles we all share. Father, husband, brother, son, grandson. And today, perhaps the best title is United States citizen. Let me begin by welcoming you to the greater American family, destined to try to make the United States of America and the rest of the world as free as it possibly could be. And today, I stand before you as his grandson, an elected member of the Massachusetts General Court. America is indeed a place where anything can happen. I had an American history teacher when I was in 8th grade. He said, "Where Americans can do anything." And last night, I got to enjoy the privilege of being an American, be here today, free to assemble, free to take this honor of American citizenship, free to think, to act, to do as you please. If we look to the answer as to why for so many years we achieved so much, prospered as no other people on earth, it was because people, everyday citizens, were willing to die for this idea of freedom. You are in a wonderful club. Welcome to it. It is a great honor to be with you here today. And when you think about your path and what's to come next, just remember, you're Americans, and Americans can do anything. Congratulations.
Senator, are you guys ready? All right. Good afternoon. My name is Ilya, and I'm pleased to represent the Department of Homeland Security, United States Citizenship and Immigration Services at these proceedings today. Your Honor, there are 98 applicants for naturalization present today who wish to change their name as part of the naturalization process. The government has investigated the reasons for these name changes and has no objections. I respectfully move that all 98 name changes be allowed.
That motion is granted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, there are 147 applicants for naturalization present today. Each applicant has been duly examined under the provisions of the Immigration and Naturalization Act of 1952 as amended. Each has been found well qualified for United States citizenship. At this time, Your Honor, I respectfully move that the oath of allegiance be administered to all 147 applicants, thus bestowing on them our nation's highest honor, that of citizenship.
That motion is granted, and I'll ask the clerk to administer the oath.
Hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure to any foreign the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, that I I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation. Or purpose of evasion.
For allowing the ceremony to take place here. As you can see, it's probably about as perfect a day as you could find. And it's wonderful to do it on the 4th of July. You'll always remember the date on which you were naturalized as a citizen. You may not remember when you graduated from high school or college or any other things, but you'll always remember the date that you were naturalized here at Old Sturbridge Village. We're all either immigrants or descended from immigrants, with the exception of Native Americans and those that were brought to this country involuntarily. But the great majority of us are either immigrants or descended from immigrants. That's true in my case, and as the state senator indicates, it's true in his case, and it's true in the cases of millions of others who have become naturalized. Each person has his or her own story to tell, which he or she brings to this country and enriches this country. The fact is that we really need immigrants. I know there's been a lot of controversy about immigration. It's the subject of much political debate, and I will not get into that, except to say that it is not unusual. This is nothing new. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons for the Declaration of Independence, one of the grievances that the colonies had against England was that they were discouraging immigration to this country. The words to King George were specific. He has endeavored to prevent the population of these states for the purpose of obstructing the laws for naturalization of foreigners and refusing to pass others to encourage them to come to the United States. This has been an issue with this country for since its inception. And we try our best to deal with it. Plain fact is that America needs immigrants. They bring new blood to this country. They bring their heritage. Oops. The earlier speakers alluded to duties of citizenship. I'd like to say a few words about that myself. The oath includes a number of the duties that you would have to perform as American citizens. Most of them involving the situation where the United States is engaged in hostilities with another country. To serve in the military, to do non-combatant service, to do work of civilian importance in those situations where you're called upon because of hostilities that the United States is involved in. Hopefully, prayerfully, we hope that doesn't happen, and we hope that none of you have to perform any of those duties, at least involuntarily.
America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Very good. Thank you very much.
house to represent a minister and his family.
Go ahead.
And this is where their parlor was. They'd have meetings, and we had just gotten something sent to us from an exotic land called the Sandwich Islands, which is Hawaii. And so in 1838, if we got something like this, it's almost like getting something from the moon. It's so unusual. We've never seen it.
Yes. que era vestir de antigüedad.
Mami, vamos a ir pagando.
¿Con lo que te gusta, los dinero?
Well, that's why I was asking that lady if she actually used the term when this was permitted. And there was also a cheer, 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, jump up, Clemson, shout and holler, and everybody knew that cheer.
It's all faded, so I mean, I don't know. If I was from that time, but now,
This one's from 1830, the first edition anyway. American Frugal Housewife. This is not a cookbook, but that one's for medicine. It's also written by Lydia Mariah Child. So this is just a fraction of books that were written. There's a really great database online through the University of Michigan. They have digitized recipe books from the 1790s through about
taxing us to the point where it felt
There was an old lady lived over the sea, and she was an island queen. Her daughter lived off in a new country, with an ocean of water between. The old lady's pockets were filled with gold, but never contented was she. So she called on her daughter to pay her a tax of 3 pence a pound on the tea. Of 3 pence a pound on the tea.
Now, mother, dear mother, the daughter replied, I shall do the thing you ask. I'm willing to pay a fair price for the tea, but never a 3 penny tax. You shall both the mother and rend with rage, for you're my own daughter, you see. And sure 'tis quite proper the daughter shall pay her mother a tax on the tea. Her mother a tax on the tea.
And so the old lady her servant called up, and capped off a budget of tea. And eager for 3 pence a pound she put in left for a large envelope, and she was a woman most strong. She half took her life away. She half took her life away. The tea was conveyed to the daughter's door, held down by the ocean side. And the bouncing girl poured out every pound in the dark and morning tide. And then she called out to the island queen,
Oh, mother, dear mother, quoth she, yours too you may have when 'tis heaped enough, but never a tax from me.
no, never a tax from me.
Citizenship.
Oh, mira. Mira qué chula. My
How are you today?
Oh, very good.
Good. I've been doing some spinning this morning. So I have wool from our sheep that we've cleaned and we've brushed out the tangles. You can just pull out the wool. And if you watch the spindle, when I turn the wheel, the yarn will fall off the end. Every time it falls off, it puts a twist of this piece right here. You do it slowly or fast. Then I've got a strong piece of yarn. And we'll just wind onto the back, pull out the next piece. And then usually I ply it, so I put 2, 3, 4 pieces together and spin them together to make a thicker yarn. Dye it whatever color I want, and then knit hats and mittens and scarves, all kinds of things to stay warm in the winter time.
Oh, wow.
Happy 4th of July.
Thank you too.